And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here, Lucas from Mars, again with another episode of this MLB Show 22 Custom League. And a little bit of something different here in this episode and in the next one. We're down in the minors here today in this one, and we're going to start with Double-A. As you can see here, the Akron Rubber Ducks are playing the Hartford Yard Ghosts, and this is the championship series between these two teams here to determine who's going to win this Double-A championship. And we're going to focus on Max Meyer a lot in this game. Of course, he's one of the big prospects in this game that is going to be pitching as the starter in this one. 23 years old and 63 overall for Meyer. Pretty even stats across the board. Got good hit per 9 and K per 9. I think he's probably at least a year, maybe two away from being in the majors. And then the other big guy to focus on in this game is Michael Toglia. And in this series, 440 average for him in the playoffs. He's been hitting the ball really well for Hartford. And, 57, 58. I mean, he's got, pretty even contact numbers across the board there. 54, 58, 57, 58. So, I mean, I think Michael Toglia is probably closer than Max Myers. He's a 67 overall. I think after next season, when Michael Toglia is 24, 25 years old, we'll probably see him in the majors, or at least in AAA at the start of the next season is kind of where I see him going. And just keep in mind, as I mentioned the kind of last episode, the audio for this game is going to be a little bit wacky and a little bit messed up because the audio did not record with this gameplay that I recorded on the PlayStation. And so, unfortunately, the audio is going to be a little bit weird for this first game that I'm going to show you here. The audio will come back and will be normal for, the rest of this episode. But at least for this game right here, it's going to be a little bit messed up. So the Akron Rubber Ducks here looking to win this game and looking to win the Double-A championship. Max Myers pitched a start in the playoffs for Hartford. Was all right in 8.1 innings. Actually, he might have pitched a couple of times already. But here we are in the Double-A championship game. J.J. Metzovic, I don't know how to pronounce that last name exactly. It's a pretty complicated one there. That's a strikeout to start the game here for Max Meyer. And we're going to get a really good look at him and his potential. And, this is the biggest stage that a guy like him could possibly be on right now in this Double-A championship series. So 5 games is what this will come out to be. So, Hartford's got to win in this game. They got to win a second one as well if, they take it that far. But, of course, focus on this game in particular, and Max Meyer there getting a double play grounded into from the batter. So a hit for Akron, no runs in the top of the first inning. So yeah, we're gonna play the AAA championship game next time in the next episode, and then we'll go back to the Major League teams and the Major League postseasons. There's Jordan Stevens, not a prospect, but 8.2 innings for him, 2 starts, and he's basically given up a run per inning so far. So he's kind of struggled a little bit out of the gate for Akron in the playoffs. Jagger Rasconi is at the plate right now. He's got a 970 OPS in this postseason for Hartford, 304 average, a homer, 5 ribbies. So he's been hitting the ball pretty well actually so far. And Stevens is gonna throw this 3-1 pitch, and Rasconi is gonna take it into center field and drop it down for a base hit. So that's the first hit for Hartford, and now they put a man on for Coleman Chavez, who's batting .440 here in the postseason. It looks like the Hartford offense has been pretty effective in the playoffs for them. .440 average and over 1 OPS with 5 RBIs. So he's got 2 strikes on him here. Comes the 0-2. And there's a ground line drive. That one is going to fall in for a base hit. Almost identical swing and identical hit right there by that batter. So now 2 men on, 1 man out for Michael Toglia. And we've already seen kind of his numbers. .440 average, a homer, 9 RBIs. He's going to swing and miss at that pitch way in the dirt. The runners will move up, though. So it's now second and third with 1 out. A prime RBI opportunity and spot for Michael Toglia here. 1-1, he's going to swing and miss at that fastball there, high and inside. A really good 1-1 pitch, actually, from Jordan Stevens. And Michael Toglia important. They got to come through here in this spot. Big early inning opportunity to get on the board, and that's a ground ball to Freeman, and it's going to be an out, but it's going to be a productive one, as that's a ground out RBI from Michael Toglia, and that's, I believe, his 10th RBI of the playoffs now for Hartford. Todd Sinji, I'm going to assume that the C in that last name is silent. He comes up now batting .269 in the playoffs. That's a line drive base hit. They're not going to test the runner going to the runner that was at second base, though, in that spot. So it's a base hit, but not a run scored. I mean, there's still only one out in this inning here, and now runners at first and third. Have a tough first inning for Stevens. Now, Drew Ferguson is at the plate. Drew Ferguson is going to fly this one over to the outfield. May is lost track of it. Oh, man, it bounces. I believe it bounced off of his arm there, and that is going to score 2 runs. Wow, that was a play that should have been made there in the outfield by May. And, you know, I mean, we're in Double-A for a reason, so can assume the defense is not going to be, you know, as good as it would be in the majors. But, yeah, this is a play that should have been made. I mean, I was pretty much underneath that ball. And let's watch what happens here. Yeah, May a little bit behind the back, and it actually hits the side of his glove there and bounces off of it. And that is going to, I think it's going to end up being a base hit. But, man, that was a play that should have been made, and 2 runs scored because of it. So now Reen Pinto is at the dish here, and he's going to take that one high. Jordan Stevens, rough first inning, 22 pitches. Probably should have ended, you know, a few pitches ago, though. So coming at him with the 2-1, it's a fly ball. Fowler there in right field to make the catch and end the first inning. Pretty brutal frame, honestly, though. Hartford got 3 runs in the bottom of the first. So now he's Tyler Freeman, only batting .160 in the playoffs. Ground ball. Oh, no, it's a line drive right to Sajini there at third base to end the top of the second inning. And I wonder if they gave a hit in the bottom of the first inning there to the batter. I'm not sure if they did or not. But there might have been an error because it did hit off of the fielder. But in either case, we go to the bottom of the second inning. That's a swing and a miss. On a slider there below the knees. Jordan Stevens gets a strikeout. Now back to the top of the order. And Alan Farmer. 2-0 pitch to him. That's a fly ball. And May is going to settle under this one. And he's going to make that play to end the second. So a good inning there by Stevens. Now we go to the third. Here's Alex Ramirez. .333 average, 2 homers and 5 RBIs for him so far. 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Wow, way inside. And they get the out at first base. I mean, that was just filthy there for Max Meyer. And no chance at all of even touching that pitch. So second strikeout for him. Now J.J. Munchowitz is at the plate again. Mooney is going to catch that ball there in the shallow outfield to get a big out number 3 in the top of the third. Now we go to the bottom half, and here's Rasconi again. Singled, scored a run in the first inning. Now the 37th pitch from Stevens. It's a line drive, and that's going to get down, and it's going to go into the gap here. May catches it off the wall. But Rasconi is going to get himself an extra base hit. Double into the left field corner. And he's now 2 for 2 in this game. And then one more look at that swing and that ball there down the line and into the corner. So now man in scoring position again. Coleman Chavez. 1 for 1 as that slider misses for ball 1. Batting .462 now in the postseason. But 1 for 1 with a single run scored as well in that first inning. And here we go. Stevens has the pitch from his catcher. The 1-0 is a curveball that's left right over the middle of the plate. And that's going to fall in the gap. Rasconi's going to score. There's another extra base knock. It's a double. And it's 4-0. Coleman Chavez, I believe, is the name of that hitter there. Makes it 4-0 Hartford. So, you know, the Yard Goats here are kind of jumping over Jordan Stevens right now. As here's Chad Kaczynski back up again. He's going to hit this fastball into the shallow outfield. Here it's caught in right for the second out. And a throw back into the infield there. So 2 down now in the 3rd inning. Here's Drew Ferguson. And they did give him a double in that 1st inning. Okay, so he gets credit for a double and a couple of RBIs. Only his 2nd and 3rd RBIs of his whole postseason so far. To this point, hasn't really hit the ball very well. Stevens coming at him with a force. First pitch is a pop-up. And it's caught by the catcher there to end the 3rd. But, man, another run for Hartford, and they have taken the early advantage. They need to win this game here. Elimination time for them, and they've got a 4-0 advantage already. So we go back top of the order here for Akron. Here's Jordan Westberg, and he's going to take a slider there below the knees. A good first 3 innings for Max Meyer, but you got a 4-on cushion here. Try to protect it. Dwayne May is at the plate now, trying to maybe redeem himself a little bit for the defensive miscue that he had out there in the outfield. And he's got a 2-1 pitch to him here. Ground ball, that is going to get past a diving attempt by Toglia there at first base, and it's into right. So 2 men on, nobody out. Biggest spot for Max Meyer all game. Now it's Brandon Lewis, and he's going to take that slider inside. He's 0 for 13, actually, in this series so far. So looking for a big hit right here. Wipe away that 0 for slate with a knock would be huge. 1-0 to him from Max Meyer. It's a line drive, base hit. That is going to fall in, and they're not going to test the runner to go home. So the bases are loaded. Man, and how many runs can Akron get? Maybe the question you ask here. Max Meyer trying to work himself out of a big jam right now. Curtis Terry is at the plate. It's a ground ball. Toglia is going to go home there. He gets 1 out, and it's a double play. Wow, first to home and to first again. I mean, you don't see a double play like that happen very often in baseball. And a really smart decision there by Michael Toglia to immediately go to home plate. Ball was hit fast enough, and he was close enough to the bag that it worked out right there. So now there's 2 down in 2nd and 3rd. Tyler Freeman here trying to not let this opportunity go to waste. First pitch to him here. Ground ball, and it's going to get past Sajiji. That's going to be an RBI. 1 run scores. Trying to go home is the other runner, and he's going to be saved. Huge hit right there by the bat. I believe Freeman was the hitter there. That was massive. They do get 2 runs off of this bases loaded situation, and they're on the board. It's 4-2 here in the 4th. I mean, can't really understate how huge of a swing that was, coming through with at least something in that inning. There's a fly ball. Rasconi's got it to make the catch. And so Akron on the board, they get a few hits in that inning, and they do get 2 runs. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Here's Rene Pinto. 2 for 10 in this series so far. And he is going to swing at a high fastball for strike 3. Stevens gets his 2nd strikeout of the game. Now, a number 9 hitter here, full counts. So Peter Mooney is a line drive right to the 3rd baseman. That's the catch made there, and that is the end of the 4th inning. So 4-2 here. And that was a good inning by Stevens, one of his better frames of the day. So now we're into the 5th inning, into the middle frames, and here's Nick Steadman. 0 for 1 in the game, 4 for 9 in the series so far overall. Meyer's going to come at him here with an 0-1 pitch. It's a fly ball. Center field, Ferguson on the run. Ferguson makes the catch. Pretty good play out there in center field, especially for a double-A outfielder. So now 2 down in the inning, and here's J.J. Majovic again. As there's a ground ball. Sajinji there is not going to make the play. Okay, he took a really awkward angle on that one. And I don't know if even if he took a right angle, he would have been able to get the out. Otherwise, I mean, that was a really slow roller there. But man on for Jordan Westberg again. Westberg's going to take a slider outside, and all of a sudden it's 3-0. And this inning that started really well for Max Meyer here as a 3-1 pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Okay, 97 mile an hour there. Westberg swings right through it. So the count is full. Meyer going to come at him here with maybe another fastball really late on the last one was Westberg. And it's a slider that just misses outside. So that was a good at-bat there. A good take on a really good pitch, actually, near the corner. 2 men on for Dwayne May. 5 for 14 in the series. Here, 0-2 pitch to him is a line drive. That ball's down and into the outfield. Around third, he's going to stop again. Okay, wow. A hit and a walk and a couple of hits have loaded the bases up again for Brandon Lewis. And Brandon Lewis is going to hit a ground ball into the outfield. That scores 1 run. Rasconi's going to try and go to the plate, and another run scores. We are tied up at 4. Man, some big 2-out swings right here from the Rubber Ducks in this ball game. Down 4-0. Now they have tied the game. And the relay there from the outfield just not in time. And all of a sudden, a 4-4 game in just a couple of innings. Now Curtis Terry is going to ground this one up the middle as well. As in center field, Ferguson is not going to have a play at the plate. Another run comes in. The Rubber Ducks now take the lead. It is 5 unanswered runs here. And, man, that was a ball sent right back up the middle. A good pitch by Meyer there at the knees. But Terry just hit that ball really well. Right back where it came from. And, man, Max Meyer does get a strikeout here to end the 5th inning of Freeman. But that was a bad inning for him there. And a start that was really good at first kind of fell apart for him there. A couple of bad innings for him. He gave up 9 hits in total in 5 innings. And the Rubber Ducks now have the lead 5-4 halfway home in this game. So, you know, good offense going. I mean, sometimes in these AA games, you don't get a lot of offensive pitchers kind of dominate, but we've seen some good offense so far for both teams, as that one misses 3-1. And, you know, Stevens has pitched a couple of clean innings, and his offense has rewarded him for that. But here's a 3-1 to Alan Farmer, and that's changeup misses down below the knees. So there's a walk, and there's a base runner. As here's Rasconi again. 2 for 2 on the day. He's had a really good offensive showing so far today. Now a 3-2 to him. Here, and that's a line drive. That's going to get down into the outfield, and it's way back there in the outfield. Ramirez has got it, but Rasconi is going to go to second. The other runner at first goes to third. And man, how about a 3 for 3 afternoon for Jagger Rasconi? Great game for him, and that's going to be the end of the line for Stevens, as they're going to bring out Brian Gonzalez. 4.1 innings so far, 7 strikeouts to 0 walks. Looks like he's only given up like 1 run so far in his innings of work. He's been pitching pretty well. Now here's Coleman Chavez, as that's a fly ball, and that one falls in. That's a base hit. Tie game, and Hartford's going to take the lead right back. Huge swing right there. Coleman Chavez, I believe, again with a big swing, and a 6-5 lead for the Yard Goats. So Coleman Chavez has come up with a couple of clutch hits in this game so far. And now Sinji is going to fly this ball into the outfield here. Fowler is going to catch that one down the run, making the play for the second out here in this 5th inning. But, man, Hartford, a good response in this frame after giving up the lead and giving up a 4-0 advantage. Now Drew Ferguson back to the dish. 3 for 14 in the series. He's 1 for 2 in this game. 2-1 pitch, and that's a fly ball. More of a pop-up here. May in shallow left makes the catch to end the 5th inning. But, man, Hartford gets a couple of runs in that frame. A big 5th inning for both teams here. And as we go to the 6th, it's 5-6 Yard Goats on top. Caleb Bushley, I believe is how you say that last name here, comes on out in 2.1 innings. Not a big sample size. He did walk 4 hitters already, though, which is a bit much, I would say. He's going to get a strikeout here, though, with Fowler on the curveball in an absolutely perfect location. My goodness, that was pretty nasty stuff here. And let's take one more look at it. Starts in the zone, curls in, and low to the hitter here, and Fowler was way out in front of that pitch for sure. So now 2 down in the inning, and here's Majovic again. 1 for 3. A fastball flowing on, and the right fielder, or the left fielder, doesn't even have to move. It's right to him the top of the 6th, and a good inning there out of the bullpen as Hartford here, 7, 8, 9 in this lineup due up in the bottom of the 6th. So here's Peter Mooney with 2 outs in the frame. 0-1 to him from Brian Gonzalez. A swing and a drive, but it's gonna go foul. Oh, just barely. Wow. 2.1 feet outside the foul pole. That was incredibly close. And then he's gonna swing and miss on a high fastball for strike 3. Man, that's just how baseball goes sometimes. You get 2 feet away from another extra insurance run kind of homer there, and then it's just going to go, it's not going to go your way. You strike out on the next pitch. That's a swing and a miss of Brandon Lewis here in the top of the 7th. That was a really good pitch right there by Booshley here, trying to get 2 innings of relief on his belt. And here comes 0-2 to Lewis. It is a swing and a miss. Change up outside and high. Maybe not the best location, but the hitter was just way out in front of that pitch. Lewis had no chance, and we are in the 7th inning stretch. Hartford's got the lead still in this game, a close one here in Game 4 in this series, 6-5. Well, here's Asconi, and 6 for 13 in the series. He's 3 for 3 with 2 doubles today. Can Brian Gonzalez try to get him out here? And he will with a 4-seam fastball at 92 miles an hour. And I think Asconi was late on that pitch there. Brian Gonzalez finally gets him out for the first time today. Look at this pitch sequence here. Started him out with, 3 different pitches and that at bat. A couple of fastballs to finish the deal off. And now it's Coleman Chavez. As there's a ground ball, and it's to second base. Nice stop. And a nice scoop at first to end the 7th inning. So the offense is, not a lot of action the last couple of frames, but now we're going to go to the 8th inning. And here's Brandon Gold. 1 inning so far of relief for him. And I did give up a hit, it looks like, to a righty in his work. But, super small sample. So let's see what he does against 5, 6, and 7 for Akron. Curtis Terry comes up 1 for 3 in the game with a single and an RBI. And he's got a 1-2 pitch coming to him here from Gold. It's a swing, and that's going to be a base hit, as Michael Togler was playing way close to the line on that one and is not able to stop that ball from going into the outfield. So he got a runner there, and Curtis Terry gets on to begin the 8th. Running out of outs to come back here is Tyler Freeman. 1 for 3 in the game so far. And the first pitch is going to be a ground ball. Oh, a nice stop by Sinji here, but he's not going to be able to make the play. No, he will not. It's a close play at first base, but Freeman does barely beat this play out. Let's look at it one more time. A great diving stop there by Sagini to stop it from going into the outfield, but Freeman does just barely beat it out. So now it's Alex Ramirez, who's 0 for 3. He's going to swing, line drive over into left, and the Farmer is going to make that play, but tagging from second goes Terry, and he's into third base safely. Man, a little bit of a risk right there by Terry, but he makes it into third safely. Here's now Nick Stedman. Doesn't have an RBI yet in the playoffs for Akron, but it's a great chance to do that right here. 1-0. Fly ball into center field. Ferguson is going to settle under it, makes the play. Curtis Terry tagging, and Curtis Terry is going to score standing up. There's the first RBI for that hitter there. And, man, I just saw his name, and I already kind of forget it, I think. But, man, a big sacrifice fly and a tie game, 6-6 in the 8th. Now here's Justin Fowler back at the plate in situational hitting right there. Huge swing, and he takes that fastball right down the middle. Not going to get much of a better pitch than that. If you're Justin Fowler, you got to swing at it there. 1-2 count now to him. Here, the next pitch. It is a two-seamer, and he goes around. says the home plate umpire. So that's strike 3, and that is the end of the top of the 8th. But a big-time run right there by Akron, and we got a close and tense game here in Game 4. Fantastic one for you in this one, 6-6. Bottom of the 8th, here's Michael Toglia, 0 for 3 in the game. We haven't seen him do anything so far tonight. 0-1. There's a line drive, and Fowler is not going to catch that one. He stops in front of it. That's a base hit for Michael Toglia. His first first trip to the plate that he's gotten on base tonight. Now it's Sinji here, 1 for 3 in the game. There's a line drive. That's going to be a base hit into right. Now Michael Toglia, the go-ahead run, moves up 90 feet. And Brian Gonzalez is going to be taken out of the game now. Johan Martinez comes on out. And 2.2 innings, no runs allowed by him at all yet. 4 strikeouts to no walks. Been very good in his appearances so far. So Drew Ferguson is at the plate right now. And Martinez here is going to come at him with this first pitch. And he's going to ground it over to second, and that's not what you wanted. If you're Akron, they get a double play. Man, just what you wanted. Actually, just what you wanted if you're Akron, not what you wanted if you're Hartford. That is now all of a sudden there's 2 outs and a man at third. Winnie Pinto is going to have to come through with a big hit right here. He is 0 for 3 tonight. And he's going to swing and miss at the slider there early on that one. The count moves to 0-2 on him. Martinez here looking for a shutout pitch. As it's a 4-seam fastball, and it's a swing and a miss. Pinto can't catch up to it, and a monster strikeout right there in the 8th inning, as we're going to go to the 9th with the score still knotted up at 6. Man, wait on that fastball, and what an exciting finish was set up here for in this Game 4. So Jordan Westberg is at the plate here. Brandon Gold is going to try and get another inning of work here under his belt as that one misses. Cool dual camera angle here for you in this spot. A big spot here in the 9th. As a 1-2 to Westberg. He's going to swing and miss at that slider. Oh my goodness. I mean, no chance. Wow, that was a pretty bad swing right there on a pitch way outside low. And the second out here in the 9th for now Dwayne May coming up. 2 singles, 2 runs scored tonight. Average up to 300 for him on the postseason. Now with 2-0. Fly ball over into left, and Farmer is going to get there. He's got it underneath it, and that's the end of the 9th inning. So the Yard Goats, they need a win, and they are looking now to walk this baby off. 8, 9, and 1 due up in the 9th inning for them. One down in the frame. Here's Peter Mooney, who is 0 for 3 tonight in this game. And he's going to check his swing. Oh, the third base umpire says he goes around for strike 3. I mean, that was a really close play. I'm not sure if he did, but the third base umpire's got a better view of it than I do, I guess. So that's the call there, and now there's 2 outs. Alan Farmer here due up now. 0 for 3 tonight so far. He's going to fly this one into the outfield, and that ball will fall in. Okay, down the line. Fowler gets it in. That's the winning run. Now standing at first base. So now it's Rasconi, and man, he's had a great day. 3 for 4 with a couple of doubles. Wants something like that right here. It's a chopper out in front of the plate. And Martinez goes to first, but they're not going to get him out. Man, Rasconi 4 for 5 in this ball game. That's incredible. Now Coleman Chavez is 3 for 4 today, and he's up now. Fly ball, but it's shallow center field. Ramirez is there, makes the catch. Man, Hartford had an excellent shot to win the game. They can't come through, so we go to extras with everything on the line. The chance for a Double-A championship is on the line in this one. And now we're in extras. Tyler Freeman here looking to do something against Brandon Gold in extra innings. That pitch misses for ball 4. As, man, Brandon Gold has been pitching pretty well, despite giving up the run back in the 8th inning. As now here's Alex Ramirez. 0 for 4 in the game, lined down in the 8th last time up. Go-ahead run on first base. 2-1 pitch. It's a fly ball. And Farmer is there. He's got it underneath it. The catch is made. And the end of the 10th comes. Well, the top of the 10th is over now. And so here we go. Another shot for the Yard Goats to end this game right here and now. Here's Colton Hawk out of the bullpen for the Rubber Ducks. 2.2 innings for him this postseason. And here's Sajinji. 2 for 4 today in this one. 4 for 17 with a ribby in this series here. And Hawk is going to come at Sajinji here with a fastball that is flown into center field. Ramirez is there, makes that play. 2 down in the 10th inning now. So here is Drew Ferguson. Double, 2 RBIs for him, only batting 161 in the postseason here. But 2 down in the frame. And here's the 6th pitch from Hawk. It's way in the dirt there. A curveball missing for ball 1. Hawk is going to come at Ferguson here again with a 1-0. And Ferguson's going to drive this changeup deep to left field. And it is gone! Drew Ferguson crushes the ball over the wall. And the Yard Goats are not dead yet in this series. A walk-off win in Game 4. 7-6 in extras. They will fight another game here in this AA Championship Series. Man, what a swing, what a moment for Ferguson. It's his 2nd long ball of the postseason form. And a huge swing right there. Wow, the season is not over yet for the Hartford Yard Goats. They will continue to play in this series. And that ball was absolutely crushed. That was a major league home run right there. Just in front of the stand up to cancer sign out there in left field. Man, what a win for the Yard Goats. What a ball game. That was super fun to call that one and a very exciting finish here in Hartford. So the Yard Goats with that swing, and they tie the series up at 2 games apiece, which means that we will indeed have a Game 5, final take-home series finale in this one. The winner of this next game wins the AA Championship. So how about that bowl game there? That was fantastic. And just a crazy finish. I love calling walk-offs like that in big critical moments. And, man, I mean, just back and forth. You saw a 4-0 lead early in this game for Hartford, but the Rubber Ducks came back. I mean, they fought back 5 unanswered runs. And then you saw the lead being taken back by Hartford again. A big 8th inning run to tie the game. And there's one more look at the final swing from Drew Ferguson that ended it and sends this one to a Game 5. So yeah, Jagger Rasconi, definitely the player of the game. He was 4 for 5 with 2 doubles in this one. But the biggest swing of the night belongs to Drew Ferguson. Man, 2nd home run of this postseason for him. Only his 4th RBI. He actually had 3 of them total in this bowl game. But a 3 RBI night for Coleman Chavez. Toggly got an RBI as well. He's now at 10 on this postseason. He's batting .400 overall. And, I mean, really, you look at this lineup here for Hartford. It's been pretty good and pretty solid across the board, honestly, for their offense. And then pitching, Max Meyer, was pitched pretty good in those first 3 innings, but really kind of fell apart for him in the 4th and 5th innings. He did end up giving up 9 hits and 5 runs in 5 innings. Bushley there, 2 innings, didn't give up a run. And Gold, 3 innings, did give up a run, but still pitched pretty well after that 8th inning run. And then the Akron Rubber Ducks here, you got a double, a couple of RBIs, a double from Fowler, a couple of RBIs from Lewis. He's got 10 of them now. Stedman got his first RBI of the postseason, despite him batting .400. Freeman got 2 RBIs, and Curtis Terry got a big RBI as well. He had 3 of them now in this postseason. Yeah, a couple of standouts there. I mean, Curtis Terry's been hitting the ball really well. Stedman's been hitting the ball really well also. So there's the offense there. And then the pitching, Stevens, yeah, finishes, I mean, the 9.95 ERA is not great, and did give up 6 runs in this one in only 4 innings, but the bullpen for them was just fantastic, outside of course, the home run given up by Hawk there in the 10th inning. So what a fantastic bowl game. We're not done with this AA Championship Series, though. We got one more game to decide it, and let's just hop right into that one here. Game 5 of this AA Championship Series. The winner of this one right here takes the whole cake and takes the AA Championship. I mean, I don't know how we can follow up that unbelievable Game 4, but we'll try and do that right here. And there's Nick Steadman. The guy got his first RBI last time. I believe that is Sajinji there. They're showing. But in this one here, a good pitching matchup. Ryan Rollinson is on the mound for the Rubber Ducks in 6 innings for him last time out, and it only gave up like 1 run, I'm pretty sure. 7 hits allowed, but a 1.17 whip. Really good numbers for Rollinson in his first playoff debut, or his first postseason appearance there. Now Alan Farmer comes up to the dish. A guy that didn't do much in that last game, but in this one, I kind of wanted to focus more on simply focusing on Michael Togley because he's really the prospect that we want to focus on in this game. So I did hop in and I simulated some of this bowl game for you guys, but I mean, immediately going to jump back into the action here because immediately Hartford once again has a great scoring opportunity. There's now Coleman Chavez, 467 average, 8 RBIs, and that's a ground ball to short, and he will add on to that RBI total. The throw takes the first baseman off the bag. So that's going to be an error, and I don't know if they give the RBI to Coleman. I believe that was Chavez at the plate right there. I don't know if they give the RBI to him. I mean, the run was going to score even if the out was recorded, so maybe they do give him an RBI, but that's a big costly error right there. So now here's Michael Toglia. Toglia's going to line this one right to left field. I mean, left fielder barely had to move right there, and it's caught for the out. And there's the first out of the inning and of the game, and you look at this offense here. You got Grant McCoy batting, 556 average. He hasn't had a lot of plate appearances, it doesn't look like. Coleman Chavez now batting 452, Michael Toglia 387, a 297 average in the postseason overall for this lineup. Pretty darn good. Now Sajinji there. Is it going to be a ground ball to third base? And that's a double play. Nice, actually, a great stop right there by the second baseman on a pretty low throw from the third baseman here as you get one more look at it. So the Argos get an RBI, 1 error, 1 hit for them. Good throw by the second baseman there to get the double play recorded. And on this all-important Game 5 for Hartford here, Wes Benjamin comes out to the mound, and he's had 2 starts and has been excellent in his 2 starts to this point. 1.42 ERA in 12.2 innings, 11 hits, 1.11 whip. I mean, those are really fantastic numbers. So J.J. Majevic, again, 200 average overall now for him in the postseason. 1 and 2 is going to swing at a cutter that's outside and fly it to left field for the out. You look at this lineup here, and a 272 average in the playoffs is pretty good. Dwayne May there batting 390, Curtis Terry batting 375, Stedman batting 400, Ramirez 281. A couple of those standout hitters there for this Akron team. So back to the quick manage we go here. We're in the top of the second inning, as that was a scoreless first for Akron. There's a walk. Winnie Pinzo's going to fly out. Rasconi's going to ground out. As we're in the bottom of the second inning now. There's a base hit from Lewis. Curtis Terry is going to get a big-time double. Man, he just keeps on producing for Akron. He has been incredible in this postseason for them. And he adds another big hit to it right there. Tie game, 1-1. Ground ball to third base. And that is going to hold that runner up at second base. And they'll have the first out recorded here in the second. And there's 2 down in the inning. And here's Nick Steadman. He's going to ground that one over to second base. Good stop there. Off to Togley at first. And that's the out there recorded into the second inning. With the game tied now at 1 apiece. So 1, 2, 3 in this top of the third. Here's Alan Farmer. Flies out. Grant McCoy only has 10 at-bats now after that. There's a big-time double by Coleman Chavez. Wow, I mean, he's going to keep producing, man. And I didn't actually see whether or not he had 9 RBIs before that swing, but he definitely does now. And here's Michael Toglia again. So Hartford striking right back from the run that they just gave up. It's now 2-1. Toglia a little bit late on that pitch there. Still managed to make contact with it, though. And here now is a 2-2 to him from Rollinson. As it's a ground ball and a two-seamer. It's right to the shortstop, who makes the play for out number 2. And so now, Todd Sadigi here, 0 for 1. Can he do anything with that runner at second? He's going to fly into shallow right, and actually in the infield, basically still, the shortstop is there, makes the catch, and ends the inning. So, man, middle of the third, 2-1, and an interesting start to this ball game here. Franklin Soto is going to start off the bottom of the third. That's a base hit. J.J. Majevic here. Yeah, he's not been a great leadoff hitter, honestly. Only batting 182. He's going to get a fielder's choice. Jordan Westberg strikes out. Dwayne May pops out. Okay, nothing doing there for Akron in that inning. Rollinson back out on the mound again in the top of the fourth. That's a base hit by CZ. I don't know how to pronounce that name at all, really. And there's another base runner. Now it's Rene Pinto. 2 for 14 in this series, so been kind of struggling, but he's got an RBI chance now already again. As that one, he runs inside and actually hits him right in the foot, and now this situation has turned from bad to worse. The bases are loaded for a super hot hitter here for Hartford and Jagger Rusconi. And an incredible game 4. And now he's going to swing and miss at a slider. Man, way early on that pitch. That's the first strikeout for Rollinson tonight. And it's a pretty big one, actually, in this spot with the bases juiced. And yeah, that slider way out in front of it was Jagger. And now 1 out for Alan Farmer. 0 for 1 today, but he's going to fly this fastball into left field. Pretty shallow. The catch is made by May, and they're going to actually tag the runner from third, and they're going to get him out at the plate. Great throw by Dwayne May there in left field, and you think, man, it's a double-A outfielder here. How good can this throw be? But what a perfect throw on the bounce to get him out at home plate. Man, and the lead remains 2-1, and somehow Ryan Rollinson works his way out of that bases-loaded jam. Curtis Terry is going to hit another big hit here. He gets a triple immediately out of the game in the bottom of the fourth. And Akron here looking to tie the game back up again. A prime RBI spot for Tyler Freeman. 0 for 1 for him in the game. When it's 2, it's a four-seam fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning now. And, man, Freeman, that's way inside. Not a pitcher going to hit. And now that the Rubber Ducks are in danger of blowing a prime RBI spot for them. Here's Alex Ramirez. Fly ball. Shallow right field. And oh my goodness! What a catch by Grant McCray in right field. Are you kidding me? Wow, laying it all out there to make that grab. A Superman type play in the right. That was ridiculous. Oh my goodness, we gotta look at this play one more time. As, look at this ball. He just tracks it well. And, I mean, full out. All extension. Superman grab right there. That was incredible. And, man, both pitchers working out of huge jams right there in that fourth inning for both of them. Michael Toglia is back up again in the top of the fifth with 2 down in the inning. Somehow, man, this game is still at 2-1. I don't know how, honestly. We've seen some great defense in Double-A. How about that? As that ball is stopped and caught there by Dwayne May in left. So, yeah, we've seen some defense here show up and show out in this game. As there's a walk to Nick Stedman. As there's an out now, J.J. Majevic here. That's an out. Jordan Westberg at the dish, and we're going to go into the bottom of the fifth. West Benjamin's stamina is basically all spent, despite him only being at 68 pitches. So here's pitch number 69, and Westberg's going to ground it. Stopped by the third baseman. Are they going to have a play at first? They will not. He beats it out there, and the inning will continue. So can he get one more out here? Probably last inning for West Benjamin. Line drive by the hitter here. That's going to fall in, and it's going to go into the gap. That's going to score a run, and trying to score from third is the other runner. They're going to cut him down at the plate. Wow, fantastic relay there by the right fielder to get the outs. So the Akron Rubber Ducks tie the game at 2, but cannot add on and cannot grab the lead. And then how about 2 runners gone down at home in this game as well? Fantastic ball game. Actually, West Benjamin is going to try and go for 6 innings, and he's going to go up a triple to Curtis Terry. That's the second triple of the game for Curtis Terry, who's 3 for 3 tonight. Unbelievable. So now they're going to finally go to the bullpen here. Maybe should have done that a little sooner. But either way, Jimmy Herget is going to come out for Hartford. And so far, been basically perfect in 1.2 innings with 2 strikeouts to 0 walks. But, I mean, going to be hard to get out of this jam. Tyler Freeman, line drive, and that one falls in. It's a base hit from third, and going to score is the runner. Curtis Terry comes in to give Akron the lead here in the 6th. So 2-3 score here in the 6th inning, and a big swing right there by Curtis Terry. Or not Curtis Terry. Big swing right there by Tyler Freeman. And the lead back to the Rubber Ducks. Nick Stedman takes a 4-seam fastball for strike 1. Colin Corber and Nolan Hoffman in the bullpen right now for Hartford. But Jimmy Herget trying to get out of this inning. Can he do it? It's a ground ball to second base, and they're going to go the short way, and they get the out to end the 6th inning. But Tyler Freeman, huge base hit, and once again, we have a fantastic bowl game to decide the AA championship. Wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a fantastic episode here. These AA games have been actually a ton of fun to call. So now we go to the top of the 7th, and here's Rene Pinto. 0 for 1, hit by pitch last time we saw him. And Ryan Wallinson still pitching here in the 7th inning. Not a lot of wiggle room for him. So and right now, that's a ground ball right back up the middle. And Rene Pinto is going to get on here, the tying run in the 7th inning. And he's pumped up about that. And actually, that is the end of the line for Ryan Wallinson. The hook comes right now. I mean, 6 really good innings for him, honestly, all said and done. He is responsible for the guy there at first base, Rene Pinto. So, you know, hopefully the bullpen here, for his sake, can hold the door and shut it down and not have that run counted against him. Ryan Masinger comes out of the bullpen for the Rubber Ducks. Only 0.1 innings. He's only gotten 1 out right now in the playoffs, but he did get it without giving up a run. So there is that. That's a swing by Jagger Rasconi. Center field. Oh, man. Nice catch out there in center. Jagger nearly had that ball land for what would have been an extra base knock that would have probably scored a run. Now it's Alan Farmer. He's going to swing and miss, trying to steal second base and getting there. And into scoring position is Rene Pinto. I mean, he was pretty early on that swing, and he stole that base with relative ease. You get one more look at that steal there, and now Grant McCray comes out out. 1 for 2. I think he's like 5 for 10 so far in the playoffs. Not a lot of sample size for him, but 3-1 to him. Line drive. May is going to catch that ball. Man, and it was hit well, but it was hit right to the outfielder. And we are going to go to the 7th inning stretch here in Akron. And Nolan Hoffman is going to come out of the bullpen. 1.1 innings, no runs allowed. I mean, these bullpens for both of these teams apparently have been really good in the playoffs. So here, J.J. Majevic again, 0 for 3 in the game, and he's now 0 for 4, and his postseason struggles continue in this one tonight. Now he's Drain May, 1 for 3. Stolen base, a try here from the runner at first, and he's going to be gunned down. Not sure who was trying to steal right there, but Rene Pinto is this team's catcher, and he gunned him down at second. So now we're going to go to the 8th, and Akron still controlling a 1-run lead. 6 outs to get. Here's Manuel Rodriguez to try and get 3 of them right now. 2 innings for him in the postseason, and no runs allowed. And again, really haven't seen any high ERAs from either one of these bullpens so far. Really haven't seen ERAs at all from a lot of these bullpen guys. Here's Coleman Chavez, 1 for 3. He does have 10 RBIs, so he's got 2 RBIs in this game. That is pretty sick. Double-digit ribbies for him. 1 for 1 in the game. He's going to line that ball, or 1-1 counts, excuse me. He lines that ball into center. He gets another single here, and he's the tying run now on base. He's fired up. Now it's Michael Togley at the dish. 0 for 3 tonight. 3-2 pitch. Line drive. That ball is down. That ball is going to get into the corner. May misplays it off the wall. They're going to send the runner, as May can't throw the ball in, and that is going to be a run. Tie game. Michael Toglia. Monster double, and it is a tie game at 3 apiece. Man, what a swing by the young 24-year-old. I mean, that's the type of swing that gives eyes on you as a prospect. Wow. Tie game, 3-3. Impressive swing right there by Michael Togley. That pitch is a strike on the corner there. I mean, Sejinji doesn't really think so, but just caught the corner. Actually, it might have been a ball, honestly. But, man, how about that swing? And Dwayne May, you know, he misplayed that ball along the wall. And I don't know, I mean, I don't know why the game had me, like, pump fake with him as when I pressed the button to throw it back to the cutoff man. Don't think it would have mattered. Don't think they would have gotten the run, even if he threw it right away. But, yeah, misplayed it off the wall. And that really cost him there. So now he's at third. That's the go-ahead run for Chris Cease. Haven't seen his name very much at all in this episode, but he's 1 for 3 today. He's had a big RBI hit in this one. And now with 1 out and man 90 feet away, let's see what he can do. First pitch, fly ball, Dwayne May. It's pretty shallow. This is right where the spot where he threw somebody out back earlier in this game, and they do not test the runner. Man, Michael Togley, too valuable of a run to try and send home in that situation. So that's a big out right there. That's a big out number 2. And now it's up to Jude Ferguson. 0 for 1. He's been walked twice, and exactly 50% win expectancy for both teams. Can't get much more even than this right now with 2 outs in the 8th inning. Fantastic games we've gotten for you in this one. That slider misses. It's ball 1 to Ferguson here. And Manuel Rodriguez has got the sign. Doesn't get much more pressurized than this situation right now, as that fastball is swung on and fouled away. Now Rodriguez is going to come set here, 1-1. As that ball misses, it's a sinker inside. The count goes to 2-1. And, man, what is going to happen with this at bat here? There's a foul ball. A sinker there by Ferguson. The count is now at 2-2. As now the count to him is full here. And that is going to miss. It's ball 4. So there's a walk. 2 men on here now with 2 men out. I mean, still not out of the woods yet at all is Manuel Rodriguez here. 2-2 pitch to him is a ground ball. It's right back to him. Rodriguez has got it over to first. It is in time to end the 8th. But, man, a big time inning and a big-time swing from the young rookie, or not the young rookie, but the youngster here in Michael Togley, one of the guys, I mean, the key guy to focus in on in this game and in this series came through in the clutch right there with that double. So, again, we are in the 8th inning, and again, we're tied here late in this deciding game of this postseason for the Double-A playoffs, as that's a swing and a drive, and that ball is down. Dwayne May gets it into the gap. McCray is all the way to the wall. Dwayne May is going to stop at second base. He has got a double. Man, and that is the game-winning, or the go-ahead run, now in scoring position. Akron's got a 76% chance of winning this ball game now. Here's Brandon Lewis. Brandon Lewis now is going to line this ball into the outfield, and that ball bounces off of McCray, who cannot get it as it, I mean, I think it might have hit the heel of his glove right there. And there's not going to be a run scored off of that, but, man, first and third now with nobody out. How do you get out of this game without giving up a run? That's what Nolan Hoffman's going to have to figure out right here. But he's facing a dangerous hitter in Curtis Terry, who's had a fantastic game today. He's 3 for 3 tonight with 2 triples, a double, and an RBI. 8 for 20 overall in the series. So Hoffman's going to come out of him. You are the 1-2, and it's a fly ball. Over to left, McRae makes the grab. Tagging from third is May. The throw to the plate, not going to be in time. And that's a run. Akron, the Rubber Ducks, take the lead back here in the 8th inning. It is 4-3. And that's all that the hitter needed to do there, is just get something far enough into the outfield to bring home the run. Huge swing, and what a huge day right there for that hitter. I don't know, that Coleman Chavez, I'm pretty sure that was just at the plate, but what a day for him, and a monster RBI here in the 8th inning. That's a ground ball to the shortstop, and that is a double play. Just barely getting the runner at first. So, man, that is going to end the inning, and all of a sudden now, Hartford trails 3-4 and is down their last 3 outs of their 2022 season here in the playoffs. So here we go into the 9th with Jonathan Holder looking for a save. He's been perfect in his 3 save opportunities to this point in the postseason. 6 strikeouts to no walks. Only has given up 1 hit all postseason long for him. But here is Jagger Rasconi. He haven't called his name yet in this bowl game. He's 0 for 3 so far after the 4 for 5 game. Number 4 that he had, that's a line drive. I mean, a 2-hopper to the second baseman for the first out. So, man, now down to their last couple of frames, last couple of outs here. Here's Alan Farmer, 0 for 3 on the night so far. And Holder's going to come at him here. First pitch is a pop-up down the first base line. Stedman is there. Oh, and the ball drops in. And it actually dropped in fair. And, you know, at first I was like, what in the world just happened on that play? I really didn't understand. I mean, if you really can't see what happens on this play unless you go into replay. But basically, you see there, the pop-up was way up in the air. And it actually fell and landed on the ground, and then bounced right in to Stedman's glove. So, really weird and interesting animation happened right here. Well, I thought he caught it, so that's why I did not throw the ball into first base at all here, because I thought that ball was caught initially. So that's a man on first base in like the weirdest way possible. There's a line drive. Majevic is going to get there. He's got that catch made. Out number 2. And Hartford now down to their final out here of their season. Jonathan Holder needs 1 more. The Akron Rubber Ducks on the verge of a AA championship. Here now is Coleman Chavez at the dish. 2 for 4 on the night. A double, a single, 2 ribbies in this game. He's had a good night so far. And it's down to him in this situation. Here comes the 7th pitch of the inning from Jonathan Holder. It's a ground ball. Freeman at shortstop goes to second. The short way to get it done. And the Akron Rubber Ducks secure a AA championship. 3-4 final in this game. And they win it here. They win this series in 5. Wow. What a finish. What a finish to this series. An incredible game 4. And an incredible win for the Yard Goats, but they can't get the job done on the road here in the deciding game. And this one determined late as well. The Akron Rubber Ducks win it 4-3. Man, that was a fantastic episode, fantastic couple of games. They're recorded for you. And man, I'm just really glad that I was able to do that. And you know, I was really questioning whether I even wanted to show off the AA and the AAA postseasons, but man, this was fantastic. A couple of great games for you there. And Curtis Terry, man, had himself an unbelievable ball game. Couple of triples for him in this one, but first you get the Hartford Yard Goats. Togliatti with a monster double there, the 5th of this postseason for him, and a big hit in that 8th inning. But Akron was able to respond in the bottom half. Finishes the postseason with a .382 average and 11 RBIs. Pretty darn good. Chavez got 2 RBIs. He finishes with 10 of them in the entirety of the postseason. And a 457 average. Pretty ridiculous there, right, actually. But there's the pitching. And, Benjamin didn't really pitch that bad. He gave up 3 runs in 5.1 innings, 7 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Not terrible outing for him at all. And Nolan Hoffman gets handed the loss for the 8th inning run that he allowed off of Akron there. Herget pitched 2 innings, didn't give up any runs, and gave up a hit. But you look at the Akron Rubber Ducks here. Mijovic didn't hit very well. Westberg had a 2-for-4 a day. But Dwayne May, big hit. He was the winning run. He scored the winning run in the 8th inning and got an RBI. Curtis Terry, what an incredible day for him. 3 for 3 with a walk, 2 triples, and a double, and 2 RBIs. Freeman also got a ribby as well in that one. And overall offense for Akron was pretty good in this game, 11 hits overall. And so this is gonna do it for me here, everybody, in this episode. As you look at the pitching, Wilson also had a pretty solid day on the mound. 6 innings, only 2 runs allowed, 5 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Only 2 strikeouts total the entire way for Akron pitching. But Holder got the save. The bullpen was pretty perfect outside of the run given up by Rodriguez in the 8th. So that's going to do it for me, everybody. I just really thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the patience in this one, as I really had a great weekend, but I was out of town, so this one came a little bit late, later than I usually do it. But if you guys want to keep up to date with what I'm coming out with, remember to subscribe to this channel here. And next time we'll have the AAA championship game for you, and then it's back up to the majors with the NL and ALCS. Super excited to keep this postseason episodes going here for you. I just really pray, I hope that you guys had a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week for another episode, or maybe even earlier than that. It's only one game that I have to edit, so we'll see when I get it done. But thank you guys so much for watching. You've been listening to Lucas from Mars. Have a great day, everybody, and God bless.